I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down. All around this empty town, I'm searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Just stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
All right, hello, hello. Everything working all right? This is my
Alright.
first time streaming. Is this thing on? I can't tell. Anyways, we're here. We've got week 6
Uh,
of the Arizona Six-Man Summer League. Some
Continuation, baby.
continuation. Yes, we've got a bonus match here because we wanted to finally get one of the most highly anticipated teams that we've all wanted to watch on stream recently. We wanted to get them on stream, and so we've got them here. And I've got my beautiful, beautiful caster, Beamboy. I said I was gonna regret the no cam today, but honestly, this is looking just as good. How you doing, man?
I'm looking great here in my face cam today, and
hmm
I gotta say it's a good Saturday. We're halfway to our final week. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
It's almost been 7 weeks.
I can't believe it. We have one more week of the regular season, and then we've basically just moved on from the rest of it. And then I mean, after that, it's basically what, tournament time? And yeah,
Oh, it's tournament time.
it's not tournament time, playoff time. You know what I mean? Yeah, a crazy bracket. We've got
It's
a double
basically a
elimination
small
bracket,
tournament.
4 teams. These teams are gonna be looking to qualify, and in one of these scenarios, actually, right now, this week we have the opportunity for one team to lock in their playoff spot guaranteed, and that team is Googly Boogly. We'll go ahead and talk about the week, though, ahead of us, or well, rather, the week behind us, because this is the last match of the week. Going over some of the ones that you saw on Wednesday, we had Knife to Meet You 3-1 over Chineki. That solidifies them a good chance to make it into the playoffs, if not guaranteed yet, based on the results of a couple other matches. And we've got Bava and the Buoys 3-1 over Doug Esports. A pretty crazy upset, I would say, with those 3v3 wins. They were able to take it over Doug Esports, who has proven, to be a really strong team, especially with Kali in that 1v1 spot. And then Pleb Esports, unfortunately, falling 1-3 in Riz Cracker's first win of the season. Surely they'll be proud of that one. Guga subbing in for Braxy on that one. And of course, we've got Guga more representation. He's got 2 matches this week. After that substitution, he's now going in for Googly Boogly, the first appearance on stream versus RL Sideswipers. RL Sideswipers, unfortunately, have already most likely or basically been eliminated from the playoff contention, but they are looking to make a statement here by taking down that #1 team. You can see on the standings, we have Googly Boogly and RL Sideswipers in grayscale, just they haven't played this last week 6 match, and this is the last one, and then it's crunch time. We've got week 7 coming up, and then the playoff bracket right after that. So much good content. But while we're here, might as well talk about the teams. You want to take it away, Bean?
Oh, I'd love to. And we have a fun matchup today. I always say that, but it's kind of a special one too, right? Googly
Mm-hmm.
Boogly hasn't been on stream yet, so they get to show off what they can do on stream and to all the viewers. As people that we play in this league, we know how they play. We've played
Mm-hmm.
them before, but it's time for them to show and shine in the big spotlight. Now it is whether they're gonna keep their top seeding or not. That's kind of what's gonna come down to it
Mm-hmm.
with RL Sideswipers and Googly Boogly here, as RL Sideswipers don't have playoffs to play for, but they do maybe have a grudge. They're down, but they still want to win. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're still here, they're still playing, they didn't give up.
Yeah.
And that could be something. That could be something where they just rally behind that and
Mm-hmm.
try to take this here. But both teams are solid. I mean, RL Sideswipers have Krim leading the charge
Mm-hmm.
as their team captain and Angleller on the other side. Both people from ASU and both people that know each other pretty well. So
Yeah.
it might be another fun, friendly matchup for them. But it should be, I don't know, it just should be exciting to see how the threes goes. Don't really know the 1v1 matchups
Mm-hmm.
here, like, because we might actually just see like a straight up captain versus captain 1v1
Yeah,
with
we have
Angel
seen some
and
Angel
Krim.
1v1s in the past. We've also seen Fear going in a couple of times against some of those really good players like Doug, and I think Ebsky in the past. He might have played Ebsky. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, especially any team, any player rather, on Googly Boogly could really go in for that 1v1, and we don't know exactly who it'll be. We'll find out eventually, though. I don't know if you think,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll get a quick prediction from you here. 1v1 either is going to be game 2 or game 4, but depending on that first game, how it's going to go, that's when we're going to find out. So who do you
I think
think?
it's gonna be game 2.
You think it's going to be game 2? Okay, well there you go.
I think
Now
it's gonna be game
the
2.
follow-up question to that: who do you think is going to take the first game? Googly Boogly, first appearance on stream. Can they make it strong?
I gotta say, I think Googly Boogly is gonna take the first game. They're
Hmm.
just solid out the gates, and I think RL Sideswipers is not gonna falter after that one game. I think they're gonna get back up on their
Hmm.
feet and they're gonna fight back and probably take a ones game.
Okay.
But I genuinely think also Angel and Krim are gonna play each other in ones.
Angel and Krim against each other in ones, that's honestly not even that bad of a turnout. I mean, those two players are both very strong, and especially with, Angel having played 1v1s. I know he hasn't necessarily been grinding ones. He is definitely a very solid ones player, though. I see him playing pretty much a variety of all game modes on his own stream as well. Welcome to everyone from Angel's stream or Angel's chats in the past. Thank you for being here. Finally, you guys get to watch your streamer play, and we're excited to have you. But yeah, I've seen Angel play really a variety of game modes on his stream, and I know he's very solid in all of them. But Crimson, I mean, Crimson has showed up absolutely against some of the really top tier 1v1 players. He, went up against a really close 1v1 against Ebsky when RL Sideswipers were able to 3-0 Pleb Esports, not too, or actually rather, probably about halfway through the season, I think, is when RL Sideswipers played Pleb. Krim was able to take Ebsky in an overtime 1v1, and that was, intense because Ebsky has been a pretty good 1v1 player as well for his team respectively, and we know now that Krim can be that player that really makes the difference for his team,
That guy.
especially that guy. He is that guy. Krim might be
He
him.
is him.
We're gonna have to see. Honestly, we might as well just go ahead and try and see now. We've got the first game. It's gonna be 3v3. Googly Boogly versus RL Sideswipers. Go ahead and have the teams join here. And we'll see if they're ready to play. We see the pink of Googly Boogly finally coming out against the red and
Some
black
fun
of RL
colors. Some
Sideswipers.
fun colors.
Oh yeah, absolutely fun colors, and honestly a good color clash, especially two contrasting colors, two contrasting teams. We're gonna have to see who takes this, as the kickoff is gonna go the way of Googly Boogly, Guga to control it a little bit. And Crim's gonna put some more pressure on. Waves and Crim both on an attack, the two Fennecs pushing up the field, but that looks like a little bit of an overcommit. RL Sideswipers still able to keep it close though.
Yeah, now we're gonna see maybe Waves trying to do anything for his team to just get one touch up the field. As he does, Crim's ready on that ball, but it bounces off the pink team's corner, and now maybe teams trying to get some boosts, regain themselves, and find an attacking position.
That's a good touch there from the RL Sideswipers player, as he's going to put it on the backboard. Angel, though, with a good clear. Guga now taking control, trying to put it upfield for Angel. A really interesting Fennec design. I don't think I've seen that one. Could call it the new NA Fennec, although NA recently has been pretty washed, so I don't know if Angel wants to claim that one. If any of you watch RLCS, you know. But Crim going to put it onto the backboard there. Fear and Guga both there for the challenge. The defense on the backboard looks pretty good for Googly so far, but unfortunately they're going to falter, and Crim with the BDS Fennec going to put the first goal in the back of the pink net.
Yeah, no, Vision's playing great. He kind of just faked it out, knew Crim was in a great spot to make the play, and he could just pop a nice little bouncer right over both Angel and the other last man. Just a simple goal there and pretty quick off the bat for them. We see kind of Googly Boogly take position here off kickoff again, maybe second touch. He's beaten two, and it's wide open for Guga, but he can't shoot it right away, as this RL Sideswiper squad was back in time, but Angel, simple. Easy cut right past the corner defender, and Crim's not in net in time to make any play on that save.
Angel taking out the whole team himself. A 50 against Vision's first. Waves caught on the corner, and Crim, like you said, not able to get that defense. 1v3 from the team captain of Googly Boogly. And that's going to put this on a tie game. It's only been 1 minute. So far, I've seen very good gameplay out of both of these teams. Very solid. Neither of them really looks like they want to challenge or commit too far forward yet, other than that like small overcommit that we saw from RL Sideswipers right at the beginning. Both of these teams playing very solid, very defensive. They want to make sure that they can get a good start to the game, as Waves is going to demo Guga. Vision's trying to pop it out. Fear is going to put it back into the middle. Angel, a little bit of a miss there, but it should be okay for Guga to clear it out, as he's going to get the boost rather than Waves. Waves does try for that aggression, doesn't work out though, as the ball back up to Visions. Fear and Guga both get a pinch off of the backboard clear, just like that. It's right back into the red half before you even know it, and a good touch from Crim is going to keep it in the midfield.
Yeah, touching back on both of these teams and their control, it's amazing. I mean, that's how both these teams have thrived. They play how they're comfortable. They don't necessarily overcommit when they do. We kind of see right there as Crim just pushed at the right opportunity and cut perfectly to where two defenders in the net can't actually make a play on that ball.
That's a really good awareness play from Crim, especially as he knows that team captain is, got very good awareness and positional play on the field. We've seen that from him throughout this entire season, and hopefully it will get them a win here, net them a couple of ego points against Googly Boogly, who, as it stands right now, are at the top of the scoreboard with that 4-1 record. They're looking to make it 5-1. Can they do it, though? It's going to have to start here in this 3v3. Crim faking out, and Fear is going to unfortunately touch it against his own backboard. Angel looking for a double tap clear, not able to do so, but both of the RL Sideswipers players, Visions and Waves, are bumping each other in the midfield, and that's going to allow Fear to get a good challenge on Crim. Waves with the clear. He's going to put it into the corner. Guga is there to meet it. Guga popping it up into the corner. Can Angel do anything? He goes for a backboard where he gets bumped, still trying to recover for it, although he's going to leave it for his teammate Fear. Pop off the backboard. Guga, a tough miss there. Tried to read it, but he couldn't do anything with it, as Angel puts it back not very threateningly into the net, especially after that Fear miss, and Visions is going to pop it out and clear to the pink backboard.
And now it's Guga's time to shine, as he gets a great clear over that RL Sideswiper's defender, and Waves is now on controlling of the ball, but kind of just popped it mid, left it pretty awkward for his teammate. We could see maybe a double tap here from Angel, but no. Unfortunately, couldn't get the third touch, and Waves was able to keep it away, and maybe gonna keep following on this. Can't. And now it is the opposition for this Googly Boogly squad. Are we gonna see something amazing? But no. Again, it's just kind of boom ball at this half court, and Angel actually mistouching and passing in front of the net. What is happening? Two RL Sideswipers defenders were just not ready for that, as I don't think anyone on the Googly Boogly team was either.
no one on the Googly Boogly team was really expecting that unfortunate play from Angel off the sidewall. Luckily, it turns out okay for them, as Guga's going to put it back into the corner. So far, not really any threatening chances for Googly Boogly so far. After that first goal, RL Sideswipers have seemed to be in domination in terms of the offense, at least, although a little miss from Visions on the backboard almost leaves the door open for someone on the pink team to recover. Put that one in the back of the net, but nothing is going to happen so far. Guga, pass up infield to Angel. Angel pops it too high, though, and I think he might have thought maybe there was a teammate there to back him up, but unfortunately Fear too far back, although he is going to challenge that, and Guga put it back into the middle. Both red players seem to not really want to touch the ball there for RL Sideswipers, although it ends up playing to Visions. Just going to pop it against Krim, and then Waves with another touch into the middle. Guga trying to clear it. Krim looking for a backboard double, not enough boost. Is his teammate there to follow it up? No, it's not, but both pink players are floundering on their own defensive side. Although a good touch from Angel should be able to clear it out, and it looks pretty safe for now. A good shot from Guga just off the bar. Angel not able to clean it up there, and that's unfortunate. That might have been the chance that got Googly Boogly back into this game, but they're going to have to wait for another.
Yeah, that Googly Boogly squad's going to be really wanting that goal back, because now the ball's just going to be sitting in their half. They're going to have to recoup and get this boost to try and fight this ball out of their half. Maybe Fear can make a touch here, follow up, do anything they can. They're just looking low on boost. I will say Angel has been a key part to this offense, and I think if in this last few seconds here, we're going to have to see something miraculous from him to help his team try to get the goal to tie it up for overtime, as the ball is in the air and time is expiring. I think the team is going to let it drop, and it falls down and goes the way of RL Sideswipers.
Dang, what a good game from both teams. RL Sideswipers are going to come out on top on that one, though, and honestly, I think that it's going to end up being a little bit of a tough call from Googly Boogly there. I think they're used to getting that domination in 3v3s. I don't know what you think is going to happen in this next game, Bean Boy, though. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, now all the cards are on the table. 2v2 or 1v1, it's looking like ones. I think it's going to be close. Honestly, I know Krim, we saw Krim play, right, in that 1v1 against Ebsky, and he played solid. Ebsky's a great player.
Really
But
great player.
Angel's a little different play style than Ebsky, and I might see him being a little more controlled and better off of some kickoffs. So overall, it's going to be close. Maybe a 1 or 2 goal game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say that it could be a very close competition, no matter who they put in, although, you know, if Googly Boogly decides to try and go for that strong 1v1 pick in maybe Angel, or even Fear has been proven to have gotten some good 1v1s in there, especially Guga as well. Honestly, all three of them could go in, but if they choose to go for that strong pick, and RL Sideswipers plays a little bit of a trump card and goes with you know, maybe a later pick in the draft like Visions or Waves, rather than putting in their captain Krim, they might be able to save him for a 2v2 and mind game their way out of what looks to be a pretty safe situation for RL Sideswipers. Taking that first game, they should be all good to go. But we'll go ahead and have these players join in here just like that, and we're going to see who's playing the 1v1. It's going to be Angel versus Krim. Bean Boy, this is going to be content.
Yeah. This will be fun. And I won't lie, this might be one of the most fun 1v1s we've seen in this whole tournament. I mean, it should be, we should see maybe in a few seconds here off this kickoff who's going to be fighting in a better position, but I'm personally gonna stick with my boy Angel. I think he's gonna pull out, and I think he's gonna make it, in my eyes, an upset over him.
Oh, there you go. Right off the bat, he's trying to prove you right. Angel is going to get a good touch. And honestly, some of the slowest play I've ever seen out of Angel. Normally, this guy's running around the field at supersonic speed, going for demos and bumps, but keeping it calm, controlled, and collected there as he's just going to flick it right past Krim. 1-0 up, 10 seconds in. Angel looking to make a statement.
Yeah, and maybe he'll make another one here as he wins another kickoff. And he gets in front of it, gets the corner boost, and Krim sitting at 36. Enough to maybe get a play out, but he does get bumped, and it's a shot on net. Angel, with the one with the boost, is able to regain, take control of this ball, and maybe find another good offensive position.
Good touch there from Angel. He's going to lob it towards the net. Krim playing good defense. Angel looked like he wanted a bump there or a demo even. He does take Krim's boost. Krim looking like he has low boost, and a good effort so far from Angel as he's going to put another touch right into the right half, and Krim looking a little bit vulnerable here. The pink and yellow car of Angel seems to just be, you know, destroying him on the defensive side at least. I mean, he seems to be taking good control, although as I say that, he's going to get a little bit of useless flick. Krim trying to put it on net. Angel's going to at least tap it away. just barely for that last touch there. And yeah, Angel looking for another controlled play. That's what got him the first goal. He looks for a second, but not able to do anything with that. He's going to go up in the air, though. Not always the greatest idea in 1v1s. Scrim's going to get a good 50, but luckily Angel has enough boost to recover. Puts it off to the side. Can he go for something in the air? Looking for a play on Crimson. Is Angel able to bump Crimson? Yes, he is! Bang, bang! Top of the corner, and Angel with the physical play puts himself up 2-0 a minute and 20 seconds into the game.
Yeah, that's where you want to be, right? You're bleeding the clock, you're still making goals, and you're putting your opponent in the hard spot, showing that you want this game. You don't want to fall behind in the series 2-0. You're going to make it competitive. You're one of the top teams in the league, maybe even the top team after this matchup. They should be at the top of the standings, so I think they're here to show it, and not surprised by this showing from Angel.
Absolutely not surprised. The team captain wants to take his team up to that top spot, and as we've said, if his team is able to get this win here against RL Sideswipers, they will surely lock in their spot for the playoffs in just 2 weeks' time. Angel with the aggression that's needed to get his team there, although he doesn't get that boost grab there on the corner, and that allows Crim to get a little bit of space and push it into the pink half. As Angel being chased around a little bit, Crim opts to not go for that boost grab, which is interesting considering he's on 30 boost. Instead, choosing to control the ball, and that might have been a mistake, although Angel is just going to touch it too far away. A little bit of boomer play from Angel. I think he might still be a little bit too respectful of Crim, and to be honest, in 1v1s, you can't really have too much respect for your opponents. Although Angel so far has really been proving that, you know, even if he does have respect for Crim as a player, he's not going to let that get to him, and when he needs to, he challenges that aggressively.
Yeah, I think he's almost getting in the head of Crim here a bit. I mean, he's taking a lot of boost and leaving Crim making some difficult saves, kind of like that, and right in there. I just don't know if it's the boost grabs or the consistency that he has on ground this game so far. He's kept the ball close, making sure he has control for the whole entirety of what's happened so far, and it's led to this 3-0 goal deficit against Crim.
Really good play so far from Angel, especially as he knows that there is pressure in winning this 1v1 match and getting his team back on a 1-1 tie for the series. He is going to go for a flip reset here, gets the flip, although he chooses to not use it, and Crim is able to get it off his own backboard. I think that's pretty smart, though, from Angel, not trying to overcommit too much. He is up 3. In 1v1's 3-goal lead is not necessarily all that you're going to need to win a game. Angel definitely has to keep playing, keep his wits about him.
With the demo.
Especially, the demo is going to come out, though, from Crim as he pops it to the backboard, takes Angel's boost. Angel, good challenge, though. Absolutely no fear as he goes for that ball. And Crim gonna try and keep it controlled, but so far, really good play from Angel, although the backflip, that's unfortunate. He almost had it, just the tip of his car. Maybe if he was using the Batmobile, he would have had it, but the Fennec there fails him in that moment.
Yeah, you need the blanket box for that one.
He did.
But that is definitely unfortunate. You're super close to saving it there in Angel's mind, but from Crim, it's just a great shot. He took the boost control. He's done what Angel's been doing, and Angel kind of found himself in some awkward positioning there where he was again left with no boost. So just a great play by Crim, and we might see a demo, but the bump didn't actually prove to be useful, as it actually bumped Crim back into the save. And now Angel's on the opposition with an open net. Can't slip it past Crim, but he has all the boost over Crim, and Crim's really awkward on the swall. We'll have to see if he can settle this position.
Trying to settle the position, although he's going to get bumped there, and Angel looks like he's got an open net, and he's not going to be able to take advantage from that. What happened there from Angel? Seems to have pulled down power slide for too much. He could just be trolling, although he probably will eventually put this one in the back of the net. No, he chooses to control it instead. I can't tell if he was trolling or if he really just thought he had a good touch there on that ball with the power slide. He is going to lob it, though. Crimson unable to save it. It's still going to go in the back of the net for Angel. You think he was trolling, or do you think that was a mistake?
All I'm saying is, if Crim somehow found his way back into this game after Angel missed that, he would be hating himself.
Oh yeah,
as most of us would.
Oh yeah, I would. In that situation, if you make a mistake like that, or even just a little bit of a lapse in concentration, and you get scored on a couple more times and lose the game because of it, that would have been very bad. And so far, Crim almost letting that bolster his confidence, but no, Angel just going to continue to slam him into the ground. 5-1 for the Googly Boogly player, and this 1v1 looks all but locked up so far, Beanboy.
Yeah, it's been all one way for Angel. He's done 5 goals, and he's only got caught up one time against Crim, and in that time he still bled so much time off that clock that
Going for a fake.
he's just in a great position. Yeah, and two fakes in a row too
I
off
know.
that last kickoff he
Oh,
did
on a
it. And
50.
wow, he's just letting Krim
Brazil,
come
maybe?
to him. Maybe a Brazil.
Maybe?
We've seen that a good
30
bit in these
seconds.
one matches.
That's plenty of time to get a Brazil, and yeah, I agree. I mean, Angel so far has been letting Krim make those mistakes, and especially in 1v1s, that's very important. You can see those 3v3 teams try and get those, you know, slow plays and try and let their teams make, or the opponent team rather, make a mistake. But in 1v1, if you make a mistake, there's no one to back you up, obviously. And Angel so far looking like the more consistent of the two players in 1v1s. Krim might not be entirely familiar with the format, but he is going to put one more in the back of the net, deny the Brazil. Barca still on the table, if anyone remembers that Bayern Munich game way back in the day. But so far, Krim looking to put, you know, at least give himself a little bit of confidence and put some more, you know, respect on the RL Sideswiper's name after this 1v1.
Yeah, I think Krim's still not gonna give up. I mean, when there's time on the clock, you gotta keep
Yeah.
going and show to your teammates. He's the captain. You gotta show that you still want this game. You're playing for this game. You're playing in a tournament. You're having a good time.
Yep.
And you only got 2 weeks left, so soak it up. Have a fun time with it.
Absolutely, and Krim looking to try and have a little fun with it, but he is that flip reset that he's gone for, just unable to put it in the back of the net. Angel looking for a flip reset. Musty, though. Ceiling reset, not able to help him out there. Krim's going to lay it down, and that's the game. Angel taking the 1v1, and Googly Boogly are going to tie up the series just like that. Good 1v1 game. I'm going to be honest. Good 1v1 game
That
from
was
both
fun.
players. Yeah, I think Angel just honestly proved that he's probably had more experience in that game mode so far. But Crimson really stepped up and tried to make sure that, you know, his team at least has that momentum, like you said, or at least the confidence to continue playing, continue having fun in this next 3v3 game.
Yeah, that 1v1 was definitely special. I think Angel took Krim just out of his comfort zone. Kind of took the role that Krim normally takes in ones by
Mm-hmm.
just making the least mistakes. And if you make the least mistakes, you win the game. That's kind of
True.
the way it goes, right? So that's why he took away 6-2 against Krim, and Krim still made some great jabs at the ball to maybe get some counter play, but it was too much on the offense for Angel's attack that Krim couldn't keep up.
Definitely too much on the offense from Angel. I mean, that aggression in 1v1 is always key, but Angel really making a perfect example of why he knows what he's doing, especially in this game mode. But also, just in general, Angel, a very solid player, has played on multiple ASU esports teams in the past, and we all know that he has that drive in him, that, you know, that motivation to continue to grind and continue to win, and he proves that in that 1v1. But that 1v1's in the past now. We've got 3v3 up next, Beam Boy. What do you think about this next one?
This has got to be a statement for Googly Boogly. I mean, if they lose another threes match to
Mm-hmm.
RL Sideswipers, are they a top seed? You know,
Uh-oh.
are they gonna be? Are
Calling him
they
out.
that team
Calling him
that's?
out.
All I'm saying is Knife Tamichi's threes has been really strong and at least can draw a 1-1 in their threes off the bat. But if they
Mm-hmm.
drop 0-2, that could be a rough start going into week 7. You don't want that.
Oh, yeah.
So I think Googly Boogly needs to come out and make a statement.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, even though Googly Boogly is at the top of the 4-1 standings, if they don't win this game, their game differential is looking the weakest out of those 4-2 teams, if considering they do get a loss going into week 7. But they're going to try and shut me up here as we go into this 3v3 game. We've got 3v3 up next. We'll go ahead and make sure that these players join their teams. Again, pink and red, full teams taking the field once more, and we're going to see what happens next because, honestly, I think at this point, after that 1v1 momentum from Angel, it could go either way, Bean.
Yeah, I think something here to note too is when you play ones like that, you're thinking more controlled, and just like that for Krim, I mean a simple flip reset. His teammate didn't get the touch, but it faked out the opponent, and it just went right into the net. Perfect play.
Sometimes you really just don't have to touch the ball, and I believe that was Waves there on the fake, and proving that, you know, as long as you just have a threatening presence on the field, then that sometimes is all you need to score, as Guga is going to try and put his threat onto the RL Sideswiper's net, popping it onto the backboard, but Visions is going to be able to clear. Guga again putting more pressure on, looking a little angry at himself that he missed that last one, unfortunately got faked out, and he's going to try and pull the pink team back into this game. Angel with a good 50, Waves to put it into the corner though, and he's trying to chase it again. Another fake from the RL Sideswiper's half, and Guga's going to be able to clear. 2 players are on the backboard there. Angel, unfortunately, not able to hit it, but Fear should be able to clean this one up. He's not going to get the boost, though. Is Vision's going to challenge? No, he's going to go for a demo. And Fear. No more boost left in the tank. Communicates that to his teammate. Guga is going to push up instead, taking the corner touch. And that's an unfortunate pinch. Is that going to go in the pink net? Top left. Krim gets another free one. And RL Sideswiper's up 2-0.
Yeah, that's just a simple textbook play. I mean, Guga pushed too far up, and when you jump that close onto the ball, it often leads to pinches like that just launch back into your half. And
Yikes.
sometimes you just got to keep moving on. You got 4 minutes and only 2 goals to fight back from. So I'm kind of excited to see how this Googly Boogly team responds. Maybe with a save there from Guga, as they do, and hopefully with an offensive attack here.
Offense is exactly what this pink team is going to need. Googly Boogly trying to continue that offense, that aggression that Angel had in that 1v1. Although Krim so far has been playing very solid. Team captain rallying behind his team. Although Fear trying to get that aggression that I just talked about, looking for a bump on the defender, just unable to connect and solidly, you know, give his team a chance to put that in the back of the net, as it's going to stay on the right side here. Angel looking to try and control the ball. Fear takes a good 50 into the corner, and that's going to allow Angel, even on 0 boost, to try and take control of the ball. Guga beats the RL Sideswiper's player to the ball. Is he going to be able to get a ground pinch here? Almost there, but Krim touch into the corner. That's going to leave it open for Fear.
No.
Off the post, and Angel unable to follow it up.
They can't do it.
The consistency issues are plaguing Googly Boogly, and like you said, they need this 3v3 win. Are they really a top seed if they can't get this win, and if they can't put those shots in the back of the net?
Yeah, and not just that, they've been a great team these last few weeks, but you don't want to go cold until week 7. So they need to keep doing something here for this 3's attack. Is maybe Angel is going to go for this. He has a solo play going off the backward by himself. Gets the double down to Guga.
Oh no!
Guga with the shot, but it's off. They can't get the shots they want, and they're not being able to score on this RL Sideswiper's team.
Oh, that's a fantastic pass from Angel. There's no sugarcoating it at all, or even trying to downplay it at all. That's really a fantastic double touch. Angel's going to put it in the back of the net. And what a touch. Opting to switch for the Octane. I just noticed that right now. He's switching to the Stormwatch there. Is going to be able to put it past Visions. And yeah, honestly, so far, really solid play from Angel, continuing that momentum from the 1v1 and looking to take his team and get a 3v3 win. They bring one back on the board. Like I said earlier, that double tap from Angel, very solid. Guga not able to finish it though. Those shooting accuracy has just been not exactly on point for the pink team here. And they're going to have to look to try and change that, as Wave's going to look for a pass infield to Crimson, but he's going to get demoed. A good pinch though. Angel with the clear gets demoed himself for his efforts. Fear into the corner. Solid touch, but that's going to just go straight out to Red, although he is going to be able to get another 50. Angel, a little bit of a weak touch into the middle, and he's not going to be able to challenge that, as 2 from RL Sideswiper's commit. Waves and Visions both trying to get that ball. Krim is going to put it into the corner. Guga, another good clear. He has the boost to follow it. Is he going to go for it? Yes, he does. And Angel and Fear both look, you know, to be in the same position on the field. A little bit of stackage from the Googly Boogly players almost leads to a goal, although a good clear from Angel is going to put it back into the red half.
Yeah, and I think we see a lot of fear against this RL Sideswiper's team when Angel has the ball. We saw a double commit just a few seconds ago when Angel did have a free touch to himself. So maybe if Angel can just get a simple pass on the backboard or something to his teammates and draw maybe a double commit like happened previously, it's going to leave them in a 2v1 and maybe another chance to tie this game up and get back into this 3v3 matchup.
And they really need to start getting back into this 3v3 matchup right now. Clock is ticking down, 1:15 to go, as Wave's going to put it onto the backboard. Fear with a good clear though. Trying to follow it up. He has the boost to almost get a challenge there, but Krim intercepts that very, very efficiently, and he's going to be able to take it onto the ceiling. Nothing able to put on net though. Guga's going to put it again into the corner. Angel looking for another touch. Waves seems to have full boost, but not enough control of the ball to get it out, as it's going to roll back to Krim in the corner. Guga, very good aggressive challenge, putting it into the corner though. So far, honestly, a lot of just touches that aren't really helping out Googly Boogly. They're not hurting them, but they're not helping them out, you know, in terms of a pass or a shot on net might do. But instead, they're opting to just go for those, you know, not very threatening touches into the corner, into the backboard. And so far, it hasn't led to too many offensive chances for them.
Yeah, and this RL Sideswiper squad has been playing a lot of defense after this goal from Googly Boogly. So they just need something to get their footing and keep playing the game that they were playing before to not let this lead falter. And Waves almost gets a shot on net, but now we're going to see Angel all by his lonesome getting a solo play over to Fear. It's going to be just side of the net again. Their shooting accuracy is not going the way they want in this 3's matchup, and Krim just getting a great counterattack. Visions with the pass upfield to Krim. and a simple put into that top right corner of Googly Boogly's net.
It looks simple for Krim, and he makes it look easy. Although, so far, like you said, yeah, we have seen the pink team really struggle with that shooting accuracy, and they're maybe hoping to take a couple of notes from Krim to go into this 2v2 matchup, as it looks like the 3v3 all locked up. RL Sideswiper is going to put themselves up 2-1. Potential upset incoming. And is just going to go for an own goal there. Make it 3-goal lead there for RL Sideswipers. Immediately leaves after. I'm, assuming he's going to go change his car or something. Probably not feeling it, as, Googly Boogly probably entirely not feeling it. And they're going to really need to take take this game and the series into their hands again. A 2v2 coming up. Fear and Guga are gonna go against Visions and Waves. And Bean, I don't know who you think is going to take this one, but I think honestly it still could go either way. You never know.
I think from playing both of these teams, I see it going the way of Googly Boogly. Unless this Visions and Waves team has kind of improved over the last few weeks, I've seen a lot of mishaps, a lot
Mhm.
of maybe unfortunate miscommunicated double commits. And I've seen the Googly Boogly team as well just play strong on their 2v2 and their ones, as this crew battles format really favors the Googly Boogly team. So I see them taking it to game 5 and winning this game 4 matchup in this twos format.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think like you said, Visions and Waves, you just really emphasized that we haven't seen too much out of them, in terms of 2v2 matchups. A couple mishaps, a couple missteps, and faltering almost, usually on the finish line is where they make their mistakes, unable to close out some of those 2v2 games. And I think Fear and Guga definitely have a very good chance, but honestly, we might as well just go and see what's going to happen in this game. We've got, again, Fear and Guga versus Visions and Waves. We're going to see if they're all ready to join. And this could be very good content so far. I mean, honestly, we've seen really good play from both teams all throughout the series, but this is where Googly Boogly especially is really going to have to step up.
Yeah, and I'm excited. These twos matches have been a lot of fun, especially when teams are locked in and they're getting their passing plays. And I've seen Vision play some great threes today. He's almost stepping up to be a strong second man for the squad, but maybe a play here for Googly Boogly, almost in the net. Fear's able to get this mid boost and be ready for the attack of Waves as he gets one touch, but Fear pre-jumped and is ready to cut it off. Vision's taking time. Fear can't get the bump, and Guga, unfortunate touch, but he gets back to it. Just a great recovery from Guga after his one flip. And now Fear overextending, and Guga, can he get back? He almost can, but Visions finds a way to put it in the top right corner, right over Guga's head.
That is honestly, so far, I think we've seen pretty decent consistency from both teams, but RL Sideswipers have been honestly pushing and playing more aggressive a little bit more than I expected them to. I think that Fear and Guga are both pretty aggressive players in their own rights on Googly Boogly, and hoping to get this pink team, pushed up into the red half. But so far, it looks like RL Sideswipers have been the aggressors, almost playing like they've got nothing to lose, because they really don't. I mean, unfortunately, probably very unlikely, if not guaranteed, to not make it into the playoffs, but they are looking to just keep playing, keep having fun, and again, those ego points against Googly Boogly, that top seed so far, and they're looking to try and take some of those for themselves, as Vision's going to take control of the ball, carrying out on his hood. Cuts it around Fear. Is he going to be able to cut it back into the middle? Jumps for it, and both players from Googly Boogly commit for that. Good touch there from Waves, and Fear is going to try and take control. Good touch there again. And back into the red half it goes as Visions tries to pop it off the backboard. Guga with a pre-jump that didn't really do anything for him. Almost recovering to get that touch again, but so far nothing available for the RL Sideswipers team, although the aggression that they're putting on the pink half is really just enough to keep them in the lead. 1-0 up, and they're, a minute and a half into this game. So far, I've seen pretty good play out of the red team.
Yeah, it's been very controlled, and we saw that in the threes matches as well. I'm not surprised. And maybe Visions here with the shot. He's kind of been the lead man for this twos matchup. He's playing great 50s and finding a way to feed it towards Waves, but Waves gets demoed, and there could be a chance for Guga to shoot this up into the other half and find a way to pass it to Fear. Maybe off the backboard. Fear does have the shot, but it's saved by Waves. Just a great play. He's going to have time in the corner with the boost, and he gets demoed. Fear doing what he can to quickly get back to defense here. He gets the boost, but a backflip, and Waves almost finds into the net. Guga saves it away. This has been very, very good play by both teams, making the cuts they need to stay in this. Vision's trying to stay on the wall, going for one solo play. Waves ready with full boost on the back half. But Fear is going to try to find a way to get it to Guga, and Waves actually tried to pre-jump, but gets beat out by Guga. It's going to be Fear with a chance, just taps it back to Guga in his corner, taking control now.
Oh.
Guga goes over the ball as he thought Visions was going to maybe force a 50. It's going to be maybe another solo play
my
for
gosh.
Fear, but it's pinched away. That could have been really bad if it went straight into their net. Guga's not having it as he just kicks it into the other half, maybe giving Fear some time and a chance at an offensive pressure here. A double commit, but they're both ready on offense. Are all sideswipers? Are we going to see a shot?
Uh-oh.
Pinch away, and that's going to be
Oh.
right for Visions, but he misses top left. Waves with a
Oh my
chance. He
gosh.
gets the 50, but no, they can't follow. They have no boost. Guga
Get him.
waiting on the demo from
Oh.
Fear, but no, again. What is happening, Decibel?
I can't tell. I am absolutely terrified right now of this RL Sideswipers 2v2 squad. Visions and Waves, I think maybe they heard us talking about how they have made a couple of faltering, errors in the past, and they're looking to be absolutely dominant so far in this 2v2, although pressure from Guga, he's not going to be able to get that double touch, and Fear is nowhere there. But yeah, I would absolutely hate to be playing against these two right now. And I do know that when our team played RL Sideswipers Knife to Meet You in the first week of the entire season, we did play up against their sub and Visions, and that unfortunately, didn't go so well for the RL Sideswipers team. But so far, Visions and Waves look to be a very, very lethal duo. Although Guga and Fear trying to say something of their own as Fear's going to put it into the corner, Waves off the backboard. Fear trying to take control. I think Guga did rob him of his boost. Who's going to turn for this? I don't really know. The communication not entirely, on point for this Googly Boogly squad in 2v2s. Although good touch there from Fear into the corner. Guga just lays it off into the middle with no threatening power at all. And it's going to lead to a demo on Fear and a retreat from this team. And a good try for a Doomsday Dish there from Visions. Guga still pressuring though. Pink team absolutely need a goal here. 30 seconds left. Can Fear get it into the back of the net? No, they can't. And Waves going to get it clear there. Trying to take control. Again, this Fennec gets demoed though by Fear. Guga, not the shooting accuracy you want to see from a team that's about to lose and get upset by this RL Sideswiper squad. They've got 15 seconds left, continuing to push into the corner. Fear trying to keep it in the corner still, and Vision's looking for a bump on Guga. Is that an overcommit though? 10 seconds to go. Fear and Guga pushing up the field. They need something now. They need it desperately. And is Fear able to do it? No, he's not.
No!
The shooting accuracy again fails at the last moment. The ball's gonna drop, and RL Sideswipers complete the upset against Googly Boogly, and what a series that was.
It's an unfortunate showing today from Googly Boogly. They had some opportunity with their shots, but again, just not hitting the spots they wanted, and not all the goals were falling, which left them to lose in that Game 4 matchup and their threes matches as well. Even with that ones match that was really strong by Angel, it just shows how brutal this crew battles format can be, and how versatile you need to be as a team.
I did expect a little bit more out of Guga and Fear on that one, that 2v2 there. But so far, I mean, throughout that entire series, I did see incredible play from Crimson, especially we highlighted that in that 1v1, still playing very consistently against Angel, but especially in the 3v3s, taking that opportunity to make sure his team is all set up for any sort of goals that they want to put in the back of the net. But Visions and Waves, just really solid performance out of them in that last 2v2 there. They're going to take a 3-1 victory over Googly Boogly, and honestly, that's going to seal the deal for, that's going to seal the deal at least, and it's going to put Googly Boogly no longer on that top seed, and they're now going to be alongside the rest of the teams who are all grappling. A bunch of teams on 4 and 2. Let me go ahead and make sure how many I know that are on 4 and 2. We have 4 teams. All of the top 4 are on 4 and 2 right now. So 4 wins, 2 losses. The tiebreakers vary from, anywhere from 6 to it looks like 1 now after that Googly Boogly loss. So all of these teams are going to be looking for that win in the next week to try and make sure that they do get into the playoffs. But dang, Beamboy, RL Sideswipers, are you impressed? Because I am.
I'm very impressed, and I gotta say, Krim has played great this whole tournament, but
Mhm.
the way that Visions and Waves stepped up, they matched the play of Googly Boogly, again, a playoff team potentially, and I loved to see that. I just thought it was a great plays by them, and they found each other on the pitch, and they forced great 50s to then have their teammate follow up and try to get a goal. And it's kind of happened again in that 2v2. I mean, they played super solid defense to
Mhm.
not let Uga or Fear make any chance at the play, and they kept their 1 goal lead. That's all you need sometimes to win a game. So that was just strong play by them overall. And on the other side of the field, Googly Boogly, you kind of just gotta wipe this one from your memory
Mm,
almost. You played super great these last few weeks, so drop this one. It's fine. You're still really high up, maybe a playoff team potentially. So don't sweat it. Honestly, I think it was just
yeah,
a fluke. You come back, you practice a little more, you hit your shots a little more, and you find out that you're still the same team you were last week. So I
yeah.
wouldn't sweat it if I was them.
I wouldn't sweat it either. And honestly, like you said, really good performance out of Googly Boogly. Even though with that loss, that is going to put them unfortunately further down the standings. And I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that we have all of the right info for you guys here, and I'll transition to that in a second, just to make sure we have all of these tiebreaker scenarios proper. This looks pretty good to me. Let me make sure I've got that right. RL Sideswipers now on 2 wins and 4 losses and a +5 tiebreaker. That still is going to keep them eliminated from playoff contention, but that is going to put them above Pleb Esports. I'm going to go ahead and really quickly transition here, and you can see the results of this week's matchup. I mean, like we've said, those 3 that we covered earlier happened on Wednesday. If you want to go back and watch the VOD, you can feel free to do so. But right now, Googly Boogly taking that 1-3 loss to RL Sideswipers, really unfortunate. That's going to knock them all the way from the first seed down to 4th, and they are now in a relegation position. Bava and the Buoys breathing hot down their necks. Although we have talked about the fact that Bava and the Buoys and Chineki are up against each other in the next week, and whoever wins that game is basically going to guarantee themselves a spot in the playoffs, and the other one, unfortunately, most likely to be eliminated. But wow,
Well,
I mean,
now looking at it, we might see Googly Boogly drop out if
yeah,
Bava and the Buoys
true.
beats Shineke in 5.
Oh yeah, if Bava and the Buoys
Because
beats
both
Chineki,
teams,
it's very solid
yeah,
opportunity for
this
that to
I
happen.
don't know. It'll be fun to see
Yeah.
what teams come out on top.
Let me make sure
But
I am getting these right. Yeah, so Googly Boogly originally on a 4-1 record, 4 wins, 1 losses, and a tiebreaker of
yeah,
+3, which was the weakest out of those top 4 teams. Like I said, is now on 4-2 +1, and that is going to leave RL Sideswipers on 2-4 plus or -5 rather, and very good showing. They have had to have a couple, wow. I said that one great. They have had a couple substitutions, throughout this entire season. So far, I've been really impressed by the way that they've come back. And yeah, I mean, putting themselves over Pleb Esports as of right now. 1 week to go, though, for all of these teams. The entire schedule, standings, and everything is all locked, and we've got really 1 week of content ahead of us. But yeah, like you said, Googly Boogly does unfortunately look like they're on the chopping block now. If Bava and the Buoys and Chineki goes the way that we might be, expecting to see, it could go to a game 5. Those teams are both very solid. And if Bava and the Buoys wins that, Chineki will be put on 4-3. Like you said, if it's a game 5, they'll be +3. And Googly Boogly are going to need to look for a win in their next series, because if they don't, they could be eliminated from the playoffs. That just goes to show, Bean Boy, how close all of these teams are. The fact that a first seed can go all
yeah.
the way down to 4th in the span of one unfortunate 3-1 loss against a team that's already been eliminated, and now they're on the chopping block.
No, I can totally agree with you there. You have to play every game with your heart, and that's just what happens when every team is super good. I mean, no team has one loss. All teams now
No.
have at minimum 2 losses,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of crazy because of how good every team is. So it's kind of bizarre.
That is absolutely insane. And I mean, enough looking at this, because we've got one more week of 6 man's content to go, or rather, Summer League 6 man's content to go. And it's going to be a really exciting one. Hopefully, I get to see you again on the cast, Beam Boy, because we've got a lot of really
Oh,
good matchups to
I'll
go.
always be here.
I know you'll always be here. I don't know if we'll see this beautiful face any longer, because maybe you'll have your camo by next week. But honestly, if you don't, I'm going to put this one
Oh,
back
you
up.
will. You will.
Okay, good,
All
good.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
I like that idea. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that idea.
There
Maybe
you go.
we'll just keep it up for my
I'm
face
down.
normally, I guess, or
I mean, it's
something.
pretty good. Yeah, we went and downloaded this for all of you in stream.
uh,
We went and downloaded this just to, like 10 minutes or 10 minutes before stream started. I was like, I gotta put something up there for Bean,
yeah, yeah,
Can't leave
yeah.
him
If you like
looking sad.
the image, guys, go drop
Uh
a
oh.
sub in my
Uh oh.
Twitch.
he's self promoing on the
I'm
Arizona.
plugging. I'm
He's
plugging.
plugging. I respect the grind, honestly. honestly. But yeah, what a fantastic series. RL Sideswipers really completing that upset that no one really expected against Googly Boogly, knocking them down and bringing RL Sideswipers up to go into that 6th place spot. Fantastic play from all of these teams. So far, we've seen amazing stuff, and everyone is still hungry for that win to make it into the playoffs. We're going to have to continue next week, and that'll be week 7. Most likely on Tuesday, we will have a stream for you guys at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard, or rather, Pacific Standard right now. I think they're both on the same time zone. We're going to have one for you guys, and you guys better tune back in because, man, are we concluding the end of this season in a fantastic way. Beam Boy, thank you so much for being here. Anything else you want to say?
It was a blast as always, and a fun little bonus stream on the side. I know we haven't had that yet this season, so it was fun. It was fun while it lasted.
Mm-hmm.
Again, congratulations for all Sideswipers taking that dub, and I hope both teams will come back on Tuesday and play their match and also have a good time. Maybe Googly Boogly can secure their spot
Yeah.
in playoffs, which would be really good for them. But other than that, I love you guys in chat. Thank you for supporting the stream. And I hope everyone has a good rest of their weekend.
Yeah. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you next week. Tune in on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Mountain, and yeah, some more content to go. Thanks for watching.
And now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know.